Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know that a lot of you love watching my what I eat in a day videos. So I thought today I'll show you my what I eat in a day video, but with a little bit of a twist. So today Paritosh has a conference to go to for which he's going to leave very early in the morning and come back only late in the night. So I thought I'll show you my what I eat in a day routine on days when I'm alone and cooking just for myself. On these days, I try to keep my recipes simple and I try to batch cook so that I don't have to keep cooking the entire day. I'm sure this video is going to be very helpful for a lot of my single viewers who keep asking me for recipes that are perfect for one person. So yeah, without wasting much time, let's begin. As always, I'm starting my day with a morning drink. On most days, I have my morning drink really early in the morning, around 7:30. But today, because Paritosh had to leave very early, I got caught up with all of that. So I just took my shower and came back, and it's around 9:30 now, and this is when I'm having my morning drink. I keep switching between different options here because I don't want to get bored of having the same thing every day. So today I'm making some lemon water, and most days I make lemon water by squeezing the juice of one lemon into a glass of water. But today I'm just making small slices of the lemon and I'm going to add that to a water, and then I'm going to pour some hot water into this glass. If you're making your lemon water like this, always ensure to wash the lemon really well. And I'm just going to press these lemon slices once with the help of a spoon so that the juice gets released evenly into the water. And then I generally carry this to my work desk where I open my laptop, I check your comments, I reply to these comments, and I do a lot of early morning catch up with my work and stuff. So around 10 o'clock is when I'm starting to work on the breakfast for today. So today I'm just making a very simple breakfast, some scrambled eggs with toast. So here's how I make my scrambled eggs. There's nothing new with it. Most people love having it with butter, but I love making it with olive oil. So I've just added a little bit of olive oil to a pan, and to that I'm going to break one egg. With the help of a spatula, I'm just going to scramble the egg really well. Add some red pepper flakes, some salt. I always use pink Himalayan salt for this because it tastes really well. Going to mix all this up, and then I'm going to put the bread to toast on the side as well. The slices are toasted now, so I'm just going to transfer them to a plate. Mostly people like adding a little bit of butter on this, but I'm completely okay with not adding butter here. So I'm just going to transfer the scrambled egg that I just made on top of one of these slices. And then I'm going to use the other slice and put it on top of this one and cut it into two halves because it's easier to eat this way. I generally like having this with a little bit of chili sauce, but you can completely avoid using the chili sauce, or you can have some homemade chutney as well. Anything's fine. With my breakfast, I also like having a portion of some fruits, so I keep switching between different seasonal fruits that are available. Today I cut myself some slices of pineapple, and that's it. This delicious breakfast is ready. Breakfast is one meal of the day which I absolutely love to have at peace, so I don't get distracted by doing anything else around this time. I'm just sprinkling some salt and some chaat masala on my pineapple slices because that's how I like it. It really enhances the flavor. Time to enjoy the food. Moving on to the next meal of the day, which is lunch. I typically have my lunch around 2:30. So today, because I am cooking only for myself, I'm going to make one vegetable which will last me for lunch as well as for dinner. So today I'm just making some paneer ki sabzi. This is a very typical paneer preparation that I always make. It's very easy to make and doesn't require a lot of ingredients or a lot of time. So I'm starting with chopping some paneer into cubes. I'm using about 150 grams of paneer here, which is going to be enough for both lunch and dinner. Next, I'm going to roughly chop 2 onions here. And I'm also going to roughly chop about 1.5 tomato. While this preparation is done, I'm going to put up my rice to cook. So I'm using brown rice here. I'm using brown basmati rice actually, which I just bought. And I really like it. It is India Gate basmati rice. So I'm just going to rinse this under the water and then add the required amount of water and put it up on the gas to cook. Next, starting with the paneer, so I'm going to pour some oil in a pan. I'm using olive oil here, and then I'm going to add some jeera. You can add some other whole spices as well. I generally like having just jeera with this recipe. Next, I'm going to add some green chili and some garlic here. I'm adding everything in big chops, like I've only roughly chopped all of these things because eventually I'm going to make a paste out of all of this. So there's no need to really chop it into really fine pieces, which is another reason why I love this recipe. Really takes down the chopping time. So I'm going to add the onion slices to this now. Saute this for about a minute. And when the onions become translucent, I'm going to add the chopped tomatoes to this. Again, going to mix all of this up very well. Add some salt here. Some turmeric powder. Some red chili powder. And some Kashmiri red chili powder for color. Next, I'm adding some paneer curry masala by Shan Masalas. This adds a really nice flavor and color to the recipe. Going to mix all the masalas up really well with the onions and tomato. And then I'm going to cover it up with the lid and let this cook with the lid on for about 5 to 10 minutes. So it's been about 10 minutes and the onions and tomatoes seem to be nicely cooked. The onions have released the oil on the side, which is a good sign. So I'm quickly going to turn off the gas and I'm going to transfer this whole thing to a blending jar. Because this is too hot right now, I'm just going to leave it on the side for some time. And once it kind of cools down, I'm going to blitz this up and make it into a nice thick paste. So the paste is ready and I'm just going to transfer this to the same pan where I made the onion tomato masala. There's no need to really add any extra oil here because the curry itself has a little bit of oil. I'm going to add a little bit of extra water to this and then I'm just going to let this whole gravy cook up really nicely. It'll take about 2 minutes and once it comes to a good boil, I'm going to add all the paneer pieces to this. Mix the paneer up really nicely with the whole curry. And that's it, the dish is ready. Time to assemble it. So like I told you, I've started having my lunch in a bowl now because it is so much more convenient for portioning, and at the same time when it's just me and I'm not actually cooking this for 2 people, it's so much easier to have it in a bowl. So in a bowl, I'm going to take the brown rice that I just made. And on the other side, I'm going to add the paneer curry. The ratio that I keep is that I add rice to about 1/4 of the bowl and I add the vegetable or the curry that I make to about 3/4 of the bowl. And then I'm going to add some finely chopped coriander leaves because this adds a really good flavor and makes the dish look so colorful. And that's it, this bowl is ready. I'm going to sit down in peace on my table and have this lunch at peace. Doesn't it look absolutely delicious? Do try this out once, I'm sure you will love it. Moving on to the next meal, which is the evening snack, and honestly this is the time when I get the most hungry in the day. So it's around 6:30 now and I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. But you guys, if you have been watching me for a really long time, you know that I love hibiscus tea. So I'm just going to make myself a cup of nice warm hibiscus tea here. I love how the color is, it's so beautiful, the red color. And then in a bowl I'm going to take some moong sprouts. This is one thing that I always have in my kitchen, some kind of a sprout. So today I had some moong dal sprouts, and because I absolutely despise the taste of sprouts, I'm going to add some lemon juice to make it bearable. If you have some tips for me to make me like the taste of sprouts, please do let me know in the comment section. I will be really looking forward to any help in this regard. So yeah, I'm just going to have my evening tea with a little bit of healthy evening snack. Moving on to the last meal of the day, which is dinner. It's around 8:30 now and I'm lighting a candle first because I love how candles make the whole place feel with their warmth and their light and the smell. So for dinner, I am going to have the same paneer ki sabzi that I made for lunch, but additionally I'm going to make some raita as well. So for that, in a bowl I have taken some curd and I'm going to blend this up so that it comes to a nice thick paste, and then I'm going to grate one cucumber into this. Cucumber raita is my favorite type of raita. Next I'm going to add some salt to this and some jeera powder. Going to mix this up really nicely. This is a very healthy thing to have in dinner because cucumber is full of fiber and has a lot of water as well, and yogurt in any case is a good thing to have if you are looking to have a lighter dinner in the night. Next I'm going to make up one roti for myself because for dinner I try to avoid having rice. I also avoid roti once in a while when I just have like some salad or a soup or some salad with some sabzi, but today I felt like having one roti, so I'm going to make myself a roti here. So in a bowl I'm going to take the same paneer ki sabzi. I just heated it up once again. And then in another bowl I'm going to transfer the raita that I just made. And then to my roti I'm going to add a little bit of ghee because I like having my roti with ghee, and ghee is generally very good for your health too. And that's it, dinner is ready. This is a very healthy and a very filling dinner for me personally because I get to have a nice big bowl of raita with a nice big bowl of vegetable also, and at the same time one roti is good enough for me as a dinner. So that's it for today guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. For all of my single viewers out there, I am sure you got some ideas on how you can manage your entire day's meal plan without much hassle. Please do let me know if you like to see more such what I eat in a day videos in the future, and I'll be very happy to make them. If you're new here and you're watching my video for the first time, I would be glad if you would subscribe to my channel. And yeah, that's it. I will see you next time. Bye bye.